What's up, guys? Crypto Muser here with your daily news and analysis in the crypto markets. And boy, do we have some extreme fear settling into this market right now. I mean, all over Twitter right now, I've never seen so many people bearish. Everybody's calling for 20K Bitcoin. I haven't seen it this bad, honestly, since last summer, right? When we were at these same lows. I think we got a low at 29,000 last summer, and everybody was screaming, "Oh my God, the sky is falling, sell everything." The fear is just taking control of everybody. These are the reasons why you have to take the emotions out of this market, because honestly, when you see the fear and greed index at 11, that is usually a great time to buy. Not financial advice, but when there's so much fear in this market where everybody is turned so bearish, usually a good time to start. It's usually shopping time. And that's the way I look at it. I dollar cost average. When I see everybody so fearful out there, I'm buying. I mean, that's just me. I take the emotions straight out of it. I've learned so well in this game. I just am always on an even keel. If the market's, I'm in here for the long term, right? I might have a swing trade here and there or whatever, because I do know some TA. Crypto Lifer, by the way, great TA if you want to learn TA, has been my good friend for over 20 years, so I've learned a lot from him. But I just don't have the time to sit there in front of a computer for hours and hours and do it. But I'm a long-term investor, right? I'm in here for the next 10 years, 10, 15, 20 years, right? So when I invest, when there's fear in the street like this, I'm buying this up, dude. I'm buying that blood in the streets, right? That's the old saying. When it's blood in the streets, you got to buy it up. So, a lot of people out there are freaking out. I know a lot of people are if you're too invested, I mean, here's the thing about investing in crypto. You should never overinvest, right? Never invest too much where you're putting your rent on the line, or you're putting your car payments on the line. No, this is a retirement fund. Think of it as, it's a buy every month, every week, just extra cash thrown away that you can afford to lose. Because that's the whole point of investing. If you invest more than you can afford, then you're just doing it all wrong and you're going to get wrecked. So it's about long term. It's about putting that money aside and not thinking about it. I haven't looked at my portfolio for months because I don't care, right? I see these low prices and I go, what? I'm not going to sell, so why would I even look at my portfolio, right? If you're not going to sell, then why would you look at it? If you see your portfolio and the price is the price it's at, what does that matter? You're not selling, so it's not real yet. The only real price of your portfolio is when you're going to sell. That's why you have price targets, so you have set to when you want to sell a piece of this, a piece of that, or whatever. But that's the only prices. That's the only times you should be looking at your portfolio, right? Set alerts. So when, it does get to that price, or set sell orders or whatever you have to do, don't be looking at your portfolio every day when you wake up. That's just that's how you ruin this game, right? That's how you bring the emotions into it. When you're so emotional, where the first thing you're looking at every morning is your portfolio, you're already starting the day off wrong, right? Get up in the morning, make your bed. Go for a workout, go for a run, go about your life. When people start, obsessing over this market, and that's when your emotions really take control and you get wrecked in this market. This market is not for everybody. There's a reason why it's the most volatile market in the world. It will eat you up and spit you out. And I think a lot of people back in 2017-18 bull market and this bull market, I think that's happened to a lot of people. They come in here trying to get rich quick, and they buy the top and they get wrecked, and they leave the market, crying to their friends. And it's happened so many times. It's just the way, it's the nature of the beast, right? This market will spit you out. It will eat you up and spit you out. You have to play the long game. You have to think about the long-term strategy of investing in this market. So obviously, fear and greed index at 11. I mean, buy signal. Because at one point, I promise you, this will be an extreme greed. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe It could take 2 weeks for this thing to go to extreme greed real quick. The thing about this market, as bearish as it has been for the last couple months, it can turn on a dime. So as soon as it finds its bottom, and I think we're pretty much there. I don't see us getting below 29,000. I think that's the lowest we'll get. This thing will turn on a dime, and if you're not in the market, then you're trying to buy green candles, right? You don't get in when everybody, that's why they say bear markets are where the millionaires are made, because most people don't buy until it's too late, right? They buy when it's already gone up 30-40%. It's the people that, you got to take that risk sometimes, not financial advice, obviously, but you take that risk when people are not, calling for 100K Bitcoin, right? When people are calling for 20K Bitcoin, that's probably a good time to start getting in the market. That's just the way it works, right? You get in when most people are not, because most people will get wrecked in this market. 95% of retail investors that day trade in this market get wrecked. So what I'm trying to say, the big picture here, guys, is zoom out. Zoom out. I preach this all the time. Zoom out. Be patient. Look at this. This was someone, ProCoin News put this out, but some guy was saying that he bumped into a billionaire investor on the train or something like that. I forget what the story was. And he asked, give me some trading advice. And the guy wrote down this: 5 years, 5 days. If you look at this market from a long term, right? Look at a long-term chart. Look at a weekly chart, right? The thing has steadily been going up for 10 years. You look at a daily chart, obviously, it's all over the place. When you zoom out, it all makes sense, right? You got to play the long game in this market. If you're been in this market for a couple of years, right? I've been in this for 4.5, almost 5 years now. You keep seeing the news articles of these big banks and institutions getting involved with crypto. You see, it worked for payments, smart contracts, metaverse, DeFi, NFTs, and the list goes on and on. You see where the space is going, right? This is a new, as the internet was back in the late 90s, early 2000s. This is what the crypto is going to be, right? You saw how crazy the internet became. Did anybody expect that back in 98, 98, 99? No. The people that they were called crazy. The people that are starting Google and Amazon, they were called crazy. They were never going to make it, right? Look where we're at right now. People are like, oh, you see the haters all the time. Oh, Bitcoin, that's not going to make it. Oh, XRP, no banks are going to use that. I'm telling you, you got to be early, and I'm telling you, it all pays off. Tell that to the people. Tell that to Jeff Bezos, right? Tell that to Elon Musk. Tell that to everybody that got involved in the internet boom back in the early 2000s. It will pay off, guys. I'm telling you right now. If you're in this space and you've done obviously do your own research, but if you have done your own research and you realize where you are right now, then it will pay off. You gotta be patient. I know it's hard looking at these last couple of weeks because it's been brutal in this market. But the bottom line is, you don't think of it as a day-to-day thing. You think of it as a month-to-month, year-to-year. And once you look at it in that way, everything kind of just calms down and you go about your life, enjoy your life, and watch your money grow, right? Diversify. Don't just get into crypto. Look at real estate. Look at, there's so many different opportunities out there to work on yourself, work on your education, right? Work on your financial education. If you see, days that you don't want to look at the markets, step away, go, read a book, watch some podcasts, educate yourself. Every day it should be educating yourself. That's the way I look at things. Every day I'm trying to learn something new in this market. If not this market, I try to learn something new. In the real estate market, I try to learn something new. In the commodities market, any which way I can make money, I need to educate myself. So every day is a learning experience. So guys, broaden your horizons. Step outside the box. Step outside and enjoy yourself. If you're living, I'm looking up right now. I'm in Florida. I'm going to go enjoy the day. I'm going to go to the beach, have some fun, go to the gym first, enjoy myself, distract myself from all this nonsense I'm seeing. If you're sitting there on Twitter all day with all the bears, perma bears, just, that's going to ruin your emotions are going to get pulled right into it. So guys, step back, relax, and be patient, right? I can't say that enough. So XRP Crypto Wolf said it, and this was perfect, right? Who's here for the long run? Feels like so many people left since they thought they were going to get rich in a few weeks or months. Crypto can definitely do that, but you also have to be reasonable. Would you rather work a 9 to 5 until you're 65 or be patient for a couple of years? I mean, that's the big thing, right? I know a lot of people out there don't want to go back to their shitty job, getting paid $12 an hour, working 40 to 60 hours a week. That's where I was, right? I worked in a restaurant business. I was a chef working, 80 hours a week, guys. I couldn't even think about, every day I was just thinking about what's the special tonight? What do I got to buy? It's like it owned my life, and I couldn't think about anything else. And 10 years went by, and all of a sudden I woke up after the COVID hit, and we had to shut down the restaurant, and all of a sudden I woke up like I could think about other things other than the restaurant, and it totally changed my life. And then I got into crypto. I mean, I was investing in crypto while I was in the restaurant, but then I could go full time, really researching and getting into this, and it changed my life. Guys, do your research, right? Like I said, educate yourself. Learn how the financial system and how money and currencies work. And I'm telling you guys, it will just change your life. I'm telling you right now, just do it, and it'll change your life. I promise you. The next thing I want to talk about. So as we're all, everybody's so bearish on Twitter and on social media and everywhere. What's happening anyway, right? What's been happening in the last six months to a year? The largest U.S. banks are starting to embrace crypto. You see these news articles every day. You have the Crypto.com arena in LA. You have the FTX arena down in Miami. You see where this is going, right? I know that prices don't, they look terrible at the moment, but this will turn around. It's not just crypto right now. The whole, stock market is beaten down. Everything where, it's looking like a recession, but who knows, right? But it's, look at the macro view of this. You can't just say, oh, crypto's dead now because it's going down. No, all markets are basically taking a hit. So you got to step back and look at it from the bigger picture. Every large U.S. bank is starting to embrace crypto. You got J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon. You got BlackRock. You have all these huge institutions and banks getting involved in crypto. You think this is going to be dead next year? You think this is all going to zero? Not even close. Yes, do your research and pick the ones that you think have a future, right? There's over 15,000 cryptos out there. They're all not going to make it, right? There might be a few hundred by the time this is all said and done in the next 5 years. So it's all about picking the winners. Have you done your research? Do you know which ones are that actually have real use cases that are actually going to change the world and what they have and the technology that runs these platforms? That's what you have to do. Days like this, stop looking at price. Go research. Research different projects. Research XRP, XLM, Algorand, HBAR, XDC, these huge quant, just to name a few, right? Do your research, see what these projects are trying to do, see how they're going to change the world in payments and moving money seamlessly like we move information today. Educate yourself. Every day should be an educational day, guys. Learn. So the next thing I have here for you is Crypto Eddie tweeted this out. I'm always giving us up-to-date information on the Asian markets because she is based out of Japan. Japan's first XRP payment support on the e-commerce site by SBI Motor Japan. They export about 5,000 used cars annually, mostly to Africa. Bitcoin will be the other crypto asset accepted. Yoshitaka Katao, who's the CEO of SBI and also a board member at Ripple, keeps putting XRP utility in play. So just another use case for XRP being utilized elsewhere around the world. As this lawsuit is going on with Ripple and XRP in the U.S., other countries around the world are taking charge in this technology. That's why the U.S. this is so detrimental for the U.S. because they're falling behind. right? This new technology is going to be on the forefront of major institutions and governments, and it will change the way we move value and money across borders. And the U.S. is lagging behind. Bottom line, and it is hurting U.S. investors, and it is hurting the U.S. people. Right now, at some point in time, hopefully after these midterms, when the SEC kind of gets their feet held under the fire here, because this administration is doing nothing to justify how the SEC is treating the U.S. investors, ordinary people out there, not giving them an opportunity to actually find financial freedom is the most un-American thing you could possibly do. And that's exactly what the SEC is doing. Now, hopefully, at some point in time, we play catch up and the U.S. finally starts leading in this technology. But it's first, you got to stop the SEC for what they're doing, because they are doing everything they can in their power to not let the U.S. Lead in this technology. But obviously elsewhere in Japan, they keep utilizing crypto, and now with XRP and Bitcoin. Next thing I want to show you guys, Rosie Rios. If you guys don't know who she is a board member at Ripple, but she worked for I think she was the head of the Treasury Department. Here it is. She was the 43rd Treasurer of the United States, currency designer, millennial advocate. She was, so if you take out a newer $100 bill, her name is on that $100 bill. She signed it. Now this is big time, right? She's on the board of Ripple, and she was just at the White House this past weekend, and she said, good to reconnect with old friends at the White House. Is she maybe lobbying for Ripple? Maybe talking to her old friends at the Treasury Department, talking about, we could really change the world and take charge in this, current financial system with cross-border payments, utilizing Ripple. Banks around this country have been piloting this technology. They know how it will change the world and moving money and moving value cross borders, and they know the money they can save. So I'm telling you guys right now, don't take my word for it. Do your own research. Go look at the board of Ripple. Tell me that's not a high-class names, people in the game, people, past employees of the SEC, the BIS, the IMF, major banks around the world. I mean, they have some big names on that board, guys. Tell me this company is not about to change the world. Like I said, don't take my word for it. Go do your own research. Go look at the board. Go look at the website. Tell me that website and what they state in that website and what they're trying to do. Tell me how that is not going to change the world. If you're like me and you believe that crypto is the future, go tell me that website is not going to change the world. They are utilizing crypto to basically change the world that we live in, how we move money, right? We move, I can email someone instantly in Thailand right now, halfway across the world. But I can't send money instantly. Why not? It's 2022. We should be able to do that. This is where Ripple comes in. This is why XRP, Ripple utilizing XRP as that bridge currency is so important in the future of finance and the future of cross-border payments. Guys, like I said, don't take my word for it. Go do your research. Now, the last thing I want to talk about here, ODL, more expansion. I think that recently they just came out with their quarterly reports of Ripple, and they said that they 8x'd the ODL's usage year over year. So it's just growing more and more every quarter. And now they're expanding to South Korea. I think one of the top 10 markets out there, right? It's just going to expand more and more. I'm telling you guys right now, when this lawsuit ends with the SEC, the U.S. is going to be all over this. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't realize this, when this lawsuit is over, XRP will be the only digital asset in the United States with clarity. The only. Just XRP. And it just happened that XRP has some of the best utility of any cryptocurrency, utilizing it as a bridge currency like Ripple's doing. And I'm telling you, Bank of America is a partner, Santander is a partner, other major U.S. banks and financial institutions are getting ready. They've been piloting this technology for years. They will adopt it. They're waiting for clarity. That's all they've been waiting for. If you look at interviews with Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson and David Schwartz, all they say is they're waiting for regulation. It's all about regulators getting it right. And then these institutions have, they have the clarity right? I mean, both sides, right? They have the regulatory clarity, and they have the clarity they know the technology. Now they can finally utilize that technology and not be afraid that the SEC is going to come down and put them out of business. Telling you right now, like I said, don't listen to me. Go do your own research. Go see what they're doing. Go, I will keep making these videos to keep you guys up to date. But listen to me, but also always do your own research. Bottom line. But I'll end the video there, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do not take anything I write or say as financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. And thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.